Hey folks, and I'm back. Alright. I think the other guy was done sooner than I expected. Um, But anyway, let's continue on with the main quest. Fat Chocobo. Ominous statue. Actually, isn't there some like random quest here? Or did I drop it? Ah, it's down there. Never mind. It can go fuck itself. Well, did you do as I bid? Pray tell me your trip was not for naught. Crafted by Master Goldsmith Fresney and named for the woman who served as his inspiration. The masterful use of cat's eye is breathtaking. It's also a little on the nose, ain't it? So it's his pink eyes. Drumcran, thank you. The sparkles they did in the day Nelly gave them to me. I know, who sleeps even now, looking for all the world. Oh, I know, who sleeps even now, looking for all the world as if that cursed Wade had taken his young life mere moments ago, not years. Ye gods, I could almost bear if he were truly gone, but here he lingers. Can the soul be at peace while the flesh yet remains? Every day I pray that he has entered Tal's realm. I pray and I pray and I pray. The love is to lose, child. One can but postpone the moment of parting. And so I shall. My daughter will not lose me again. Not for a long while yet, God's willing. Tell Celia that I am quite well, Drumcran. She should concentrate on more important matters, and so should you. I'm kind of curious about this whole cursed blade thing. Because, while my mind isn't fully kicking into gear today, it's still in bed. I haven't had caffeine today. I don't tend to have caffeine, but I feel today was a day I should have had caffeine. I know, it makes it sound like the dude's in a coma. Or, magical coma. Cursed blade coma. But yeah. Maybe you can just, dump a bucket of water on him, he'll be fine. Warning, not actual medical care. Quite well, you say? We both know she's not. It mayhap she'll be in time. Thank you, Drumcran. 1,000 times thank you. You're here. Good. The negotiations are concluded. And our friends at Adventurers Guild have agreed to furnish us with new facilities and material support in exchange for assistance in the ongoing defense and development of Revenant's Toll. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn shall have a new home in Mordana, the Rising Stones. A bittersweet victory, if truth be told. It cannot deny that it come to look forward to Tataro's tales of our many guests and their many demands. From the waking sounds to the rising stones. Possibly poetic. That wasn't your doing, was it? I too have news to share. In expectation of this momentous day, I personally informed the alliance leaders of our plans, that each pledged their full support, General Bon included. Moreover, I've decided that the time is right for us to cast off the vestiges of our order's veil of secrecy and announce ourselves to the world. Are you sure that is wise? I stated. If anything, it's a mere formality. Our existence is possibly the worst kept secret in Eorzea. Let us affirm our identity, proclaim our achievements, that all may know what the Scions of the Seventh Dawn stand for. Well, obvious risks aside, it would be nice to receive a little more recognition, and the people have a right to know who saved them. It's my hope that this gesture will encourage people of Eorzea to place their trust in us, or reveal to them the true extent of our power, yes? I would reveal to them the true extent of our power, yes, but in doing so I would show them that it is a power accountable to no one, and at once to all. And what of us? We who have felled primals and faced down the Empire. To you, my fellow Scions, I'll say this. Prepare for the challenges which lie ahead, for they will be great indeed. Great, I say, yet no greater than us, and we will rise to them, as we have time and time again, united as one. There must be some way I can... Wait, that area is said to be rich in minerals. Maybe I should ask women to teach me the basics of mining too. Craftsmanship, CP, and control. We'll go with this. Heya has a mind to dispatch you to Revenant's Toll. Do you ever wonder how he does it? Often not, I mean. It was almost predictable that he should appear with an emissary of the Adventurers Guild mere moments after expressing the need to forge ties between our organizations. Truly, his sense of timing rivals even your own. Setting such mysteries aside for the present, I have two tasks for you. First, I would like you to deliver these documents to Softborn. They concern our forthcoming move. Second, this is a more onerous task. I would have you place yourself at his disposal, in accordance with the agreement between ourselves and the Adventurers Guild. Represent us well, Drunkrat. Yes, Master. The first of... And the dome going on? Never noticed that previously. Let's go in here. You found of interest? It's all furnishing. No point in buying that, I've nowhere to put it. The only value I would have is if the merchants swap out, buy some, put it up. Say if they swap out for months at a time, people might be willing to buy it at an uptake, at a markup. A friend of Nedic's, are you? Then you must be an inventor of some skill. My business relies on capable people such as you. As a gesture of goodwill, I'm going to share with you a morsel of information. There's this bloke named Geralt. Makes his living in weapons and armor and whatnot. His skill is the finest in old realm. Might be as it's gone to his head though. Folk don't take to the man, if you get my meaning. Only likes a drink and all. But he probably got himself in the forged. One second though, I need to put on hand gel. But he probably got himself in the forge though. As a young lad, he was cast out on his ears by his master for the crime of crafting finer wares, and that while pissed drunk. Ever since he's roamed here and there, earning his keep day to day. I have known Geralt. We'll just go with Geralt. I don't know how to do the O sound. Ever since I landed in this business. Ain't seen him for a while though. Last time I did, the fool had tears in his eyes and snot dripping from his nose. Falling on hard times, he said. Asked for a bit of coin to tide him over. Never paid me back neither. Couldn't say for sure where he is now. Seemed to remember hearing he was in the Black Shroud, putting up at Histmill or some such place. Might do well to commission his work. He'll even reforge the relics of old if you make it worth his while. And there ain't no other in Eorzea as can do that. If it's relics you care to know about, I've a promise of If it's relics you care to know about, I have a promise of payment that one might catch your fancy. It don't look like much, but it'll get old Geralt to fire up his forge. That much I promise. She was helpful. I was kind of expecting to have to pay for it or something. But no, just free. I was told to expect a sign, but I didn't expect it to be you. It's been far too long, Drumcrane. You have something for me, yes? Documents detailing the sign's planned operations for the next several weeks. Let's see now. Yes. Everything appears to be in order. You'll be staying for us for a while, yes? Excellent. Would that we had a dozen more like you. Since we don't, though, we'll just give you the work of a dozen men. I jest. Well, you'll see soon enough. When it comes to keeping its home fires burning, the Adventurers Guild is no stranger to caution. What fuel does Softborn intend for you to gather today? There's much work to be done right here in Revenant's Toll, and we hope you can help. The Toll grows and prospers, and attracts the jealous attention of Garleans and low creatures. We must see to our fortifications if we're not to be able to run. Perimeter wall is solid enough. What we lack is less perceptible. Magical defenses that will repel enemies. The sort of scholars of antiquity say were powered by ancient ward stones. I'm told there are many such stones in ruins of Qarn, the sunken temple. More than a few temple raiders have been foiled by their magics, no doubt. It seems to find just that we adventurers are now to be guarded by the same magics that protected the treasures of Qarn against their oft too adroit fingers. The temple is in southern Palnai, as you may know. Asked by the name of Bimu is the resident naturalist there. To grant your entry for shows a favour or two to our guild. I've no doubt you will come across a ward stone as you make your way through the ruins. Bear in mind that your success will serve to strengthen relations between the Adventurers Guild and the Sands. Oh, no. Little mail. Wait. There's a few other quests. Sark Malark is a man of mystery. Where does he come from? How did he get here? What does he want from you today? Something Cotton Eye Joe. Drumcrane, it's most welcome to see you again. Look at the hustle and bustle of adventurers, where there were but rocks not long ago. As one of those who've been here since the beginning, I'm humbled by the sight. Yet none of us can be full god, for the Garlean forces nearby like not our bustle at all, and our hustle even less. They seek to move on us soon, and we are all but certain. This is no idle speculation, Your Honor. The 3 steel-bound crates of the familiar type were delivered to Castrum Sentry not 2 days ago. Contents are no doubt arms. To defend the land they hold, to take what we hold. Neither is a particularly attractive prospect, you must admit. I propose a third outcome that is less likely to claim lives, if you would aid me. Destroy the crates and their contents now. Use these explosives I had rushed from the Alchemist Guild. They'll do the job, rest assured. Who better to make this attempt than you, one who walked undetected in Castrum Sentry? 12 speed your way, brother adventurer. And I've actually done it twice, and even stopped for a card game in the middle of it. Turn up, dude. Supply carriage to Remnant's Toll was late, and Golgeum will know the reason why. Well now, in the nick of time, Yar lad, again showing up just when you're needed. Did we do we did never do mainline quests for this person before, have we? Are they saying that in reference to the side quests I did for them? Maybe. I'm waiting on a supply carriage from Gardinia. It should have been here by now, even if they stopped a spell and Fallgord flow to wet their whistles. The carriage always passes through the North Shroud. Here, stretch those towy legs some. I don't know that word. Why don't you? Go ask the wood whalers over in the float if they've seen some. One of my tweets is doing bizarrely well. I retweeted some pictures of an ancient Egyptian temple, and I tagged in Crow Team on it, just making a joke that I can't see the pictures of ancient Egypt without hearing some in the background. And I've gotten 32 likes and 7 retweets. Just got another one of each just there. It's not my tweet that's done the best, but you know, I'm happy with it all the same. A supply carriage bound for Revenant's Toll. That's come true here, I can tell you that. But maybe it's the same one. We just received word of an XIV attack on a carriage, you see. Seems like too much of a coincidence, but you never know. May as well take a look, eh? We'll find one of our men on the scene. Carriage was waylaid on the road just east of here. Here it is. Hello, what have we here? Adventure by the 12 and a suitably gaunt one. As you can see, a few gentlemen of the road there, gentle birds if you must, ambushed this carriage. Took the cargo and boat coachman. How's that for a day's work? The tracks lead to the XIV logging grounds to the north. You look like a hungry sort, how about it? We rescued the coachman and recovered those provisions? Yeah, there's the Weaponsmith legend. We'll go say hi to him. God's Quiver outrunners have spotted several XIV trees within the sacred boundary of the hedge. Adventurers nearby are asked to drive the beastmen back north out of 12th Wood. My relic weapon is found over here. In here. Not allowed. Damage wrought by the calamity, as freed frightening apparitions long bound to the forest for terrible deeds committed in ages past. A vengeful spirit by the name of Daedalus is one such prisoner. Send the silent knight back to his eternal prison beneath the loam. Howdy, boys! Stolen provisions. Phew, I thought I was done for. These supply runs are getting a little too interesting for my tastes. Best get out of here before the birdmen come back in force. Many thanks, and try not to get killed. Thank you for freeing me, stranger. Command you alone from here on. To wait your safe return at the carriage. So speed your way, adventurer. There's their blimp, or, you know, air machine. The beast tribe we work with, their one is much more impressive. We'll swing over here, then we'll go back around. Dohan. Cool. I'm not sure if it's Dohan or Dohan. I've heard people say it both ways. I asked a friend about it, now I can't remember what he said. He went to Whale Talk, so I figured he would have an idea. Reasoning being... And I just got yet another like on that tweet. Reasoning being is that Dohans are an Irish critter. They come from Irishmen. Replica vendor. Or we can't. Oh, I can't. Greetings, good sir. Are you here to collect your cattle? I became Master Geralt's apprentice in hope of training on the realm's greatest weaponsmith. That I'm helping him pay off his debt by mending kettles. Probably just as well, though, seeing as he's hardly ever in a fit state to teach me. I find I make far better progress during my time alone. Before I became a slave to drink and death, Master Geralt produced some of the finest weapons and armor he had ever seen. Even today, his masterworks are prized by the wealthy, but a good calling to have them in their personal collections. Such individuals are often ignorant of special care such superior articles require, and so rather sadly, most samples of Geralt's masterworks have aged poorly, and beyond normal methods of restoration. Fortunately for us, however, the ancient Alliag had ways of overcoming this problem. The sands of time and the oil of time. With these substances on hand, even with my limited skills, I'm confident I can return Master Geralt's creations to their original condition. Should you come to possess one such article and desire it restored, please allow me to take on the task. For no payment in return. The experience will be reward enough. Porthly Moogle. I like to watch Geralt pound away, but he spends far too much time draining a bottle and holding his hammer. He drinks so much, he should have been born a cask of mead, Kupo. We want to go play FF9. I was listening to the Black Mage's cover of Hunter's Chance, and I've been reading about that event and getting nostalgic for it. Got business with me, have you, adventurer? Then there better be coin or drink in it, or elsewise bugger off to wherever it was you came from. Restoration work on an old weapon, you say? Ha! What makes you think I'd have to forge for a grimy old? A slip of parchment signed with a weaponsmith Geralt, documenting monies borrowed from Rowena. Gods, where in the seven hells did you get that promise of payment? I ain't got no coin, I tell you. Nay, not a single bloody gill. Gods, just look at me. How far I've fallen. Me, the greatest weaponsmith of our age, hammering out dints and kettles. We have a tavern debt. Can you even begin to grasp me humiliation? Can ye? Bah, of course you can't. Why did I even bother asking? Alright. I'll restore your bloody weapon. Just get that goddamn slip of paper out of me sight. A quest, Relic Reborn, is now available from Geralt. This quest can only be undertaken when playing as one of the following jobs: Paladin, Warrior, Monk, Dragoon, Bard, Ninja, Black Mage, Summoner, White Mage, or Scholar. In order to accept a Relic Reborn, you must first complete the level 50 quest for one of the previously mentioned jobs. Each job has its own Relic Reborn quest, the completion of which will earn you the Relic weapon for that job. Please note that you can only undertake one Relic Reborn quest at any given time. If you wish to acquire a different Relic weapon, you must either complete or abandon the current quest. But I'm just playing Dragoon, so. And I get Bolg, or as the English dub of Fate Stay Night pronounced it. Well, I actually can't remember how. Let me step back a bit. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce that. That I've heard two different ways of saying it, and I think I went with the second way of saying it. Yeah, I went with the second way of saying it there, while the first way was Gay Bulge. That's how Fate Stay Night, the English dub, pronounced it. Or was it the English? It might have still been in Japanese. I actually don't know. I was watching with Mom. We tend to put stuff on in English, in those cases. But sometimes the English isn't an option. It's like we're watching on Netflix, they just didn't have the English iteration. But yeah, I remember them pronouncing it as Gay Bulge, which just sounds funny to me. Because it evokes an image of you, like, this is my legendary spear, Gay Bulge, and you're just stabbing someone with a guy's dick. And it's like a spear that like opens up inside of people, so you have to like cut it out of them. You know, it's it's a gruesome weapon, and the pronouncing it like that makes it even more hysterical. You know, when you take the gruesomeness into account, it's funny. Then how gruesome it is, it adds to the image and it makes it more comical. Yeah. So yeah, I've heard two ways of saying it. I'm going with Gay Bolg, but I've no idea how to say it. I've never actually asked anyone, and we rarely covered Irish myths in school. Like, I knew nothing of the Irish gods. They'd never been mentioned. We learned the salmon of knowledge, the Cuchulainn driving a slitter down a dog's throat, and maybe one other tale, and that was it. We learned in passing that, there's the Fianna, because that tied in with the Salmon of Knowledge Day. The guy in that tale led the Fianna, but in later years. But that's it, we didn't learn anything else. So, then again, I was out of school a lot as a kid. So, like, I was out of school for like 6 weeks straight once. the school wasn't to have done it, but they actually even took me off the register. But that was probably just the school. I'm not actually sure what I was even sick with at the time. I was sick a lot as a kid. I've just been my nan's house, but yeah. Less said the better. The Moogle sounds are annoying me. I can't angle the camera away. Just gonna put up with it. Geralt has the air of a man defeated. I feel with the O I should pronounce it differently, but I have no idea how to say it. Geralt. Gay Bolg. There we go. Problem solved. Just let me make one thing clear. It might be as I'm repairing kettles to pay for yesterday's meat. It might be as I'm repairing kettles. It might be as I'm repairing kettles to pay for yesterday's meat, but it still got me pride as a master weaponsmith. You'll get no less than the finest out of me forge. And it might be as you got that goddamn slip of paper, but it'll only get you so much. Restoring relics like these calls for rare old materials, and I ain't got none. So if you want the job done, you'll have to run along and fetch them for me. So what does he want restored? Fancy yourself a dragon slayer, eh? Well, I just so happen to know. I happen to know just a weapon for you. But wouldn't it be quicker if you had one of these Holy Seas blacksmiths pound one out? Your expression tells me there's a reason why you came to me instead. Well, I am one to pry into the affairs of Ishgard. Don't fancy being branded a heretic, see? I don't reckon I would enjoy the view from the gates of judgment half so much if me head was on a pike. Any road, it's a spear named Bolg that you'll be wanting. Also, mentioned the doll hands being from Irishmith, so is Bolg. Legendary spear of Cuchulainn, was it? I know he has it in Fate, but well, Arthur's a chicken Fate, so you know there's deviate. You know it does deviate. And yeah, it is this spear of Cuchulainn in the Ulster cycle of Irish mythology. Yeah, we never covered any of this. It's this spear of mortal pain / that gapped / notch spear or belly spear, according to Wikipedia. There's also Bolg, and well, there's gay Bulga, and then gay Bolga. I don't know how to pronounce any of these. Sometimes I have to ask Mom, like, how do you pronounce this again? It's Siobhan. Oh yeah. Literally, shiv on. It's easy, but I keep forgetting. Huh. Apparently Gay Bolg is also in Fire Emblem. Gay Bolg. No, I'm just getting an image of you just like twacking someone in the face with, you know, like, you're just grabbing a guy by the legs and just like swinging his crotch into people, like just brutalizing them with it. It's a hysterical image. Oh, whoops. I've heard tell it's made of dragon bone, but how it's forged is a jealous and guarded secret. Being the genius that I am, though, I reckon I can unravel the mystery if I could just get me hands on a sample. Now then, did you ever hear of Saint Renette, the legendary dragoon? I only ask because she's supposed to have wielded the very same weapon, see? Story goes that a dragon slew her sweetheart, prompting the old girl to seek out the beast what did it and put it down. Having exacted her revenge, they say she trusted her spear into the ground, where the battle was waged, giving up the life of a dragoon to become a woman of the court. Lucky for ye, the valley where the sphere sleeps is XIV territory, a stronghold called Nald'thal, to be precise. But if your desire is strong, I trust ye already know what must be done. Now we can get the spear. We'll go this way. Could go this way, but yeah. One thing that does bug me is all the goddamn invisible walls in this. Like, there's points where it's like, you know, it looks like you should be able to cross, but no. I'd say it's time we all made haste before someone else gets captured. Then where would we be? Our heads lopped off and lying in the road, likely. I knew you could save him. Well done. He wasn't lifting a hand. We're both in your debt, good adventurer. I shudder to think what fate the Exile had in mind for us. You seek provisions meant for Revenant's Toll? Pains me to say, but this is all that remains. Carriage is in no state to resume the journey, nor the chocobos. We shall have to arrange another transport. Would you take word back to Golgai? Actually, I have to get down to here. I wasn't entirely sure how it was going to be handled. I thought it was going to be like a random drop chance kind of thing, but thankfully the game's not quite that cruel. Well, actually, before I go anywhere, I should actually head to Gardenia, because the Garuda crystal's probably there. In for Garuda's awakening. Rude awakening. Yeah. Playing words. Yeah, just kill me. It's the kind thing. Drunk Granada Sands. I'm grateful for your aid. Since as you already know, the cursed exile have summoned Garuda once more. Since return, she's wasted no time on unleashing her fury upon the region. Extensive damage has been reported in both Twelveswood and Cortes. She must be stopped, and soon, or at least more lives be lost. In the name of the Elder Seedseer, I humbly request you put an end to her reign of terror. And as in the past, Garuda keeps her court in the Howling Eye, which is perpetually protected by Raging Tempest. Fortunately, we have learned of an alternative way into her domain. Nixel have constructed an Aetheryte within Nald'thal, their stronghold in the central highlands of Cortes. The Aetheryte will take you to Garuda's tempestuous realm. We owe this discovery to the Ishgardians, who the Elder Seedseer says desire to repay the kindness you showed them. For the sake of our people as well as theirs, may your mission be met with success. See? It's like right here. So I'll be remiss not to have done that first. Okay. Mount up. I was just thinking about it. No wonder the Ishgardians don't care about any monster than just the dragons. They'll be abandoned and like spat upon by their, friends and family if they die to anything else. So no wonder they're ignoring all these and whatnot. Remember how the other guy was left in the cave up here? I remember there's a quest giver over here saying how they only care about dragons, they don't care about anything else, even if it's a clear threat, and how this guy was left over here by his supposed friends. Coming storm. To a cinema near you. Oh, that was a misclick. Beautiful. Treasure coffer. And we'll just run around to Crystal now. We won't take her on though. Until I get the quest here to go do it. You know, it's best to stack things up, you know? I'm gonna look at my phone for a minute. Love the music. Though I wouldn't mind the Black Mage's cover of the FF9 Chocobo music. That's great. Though it does start off sounding like goddamn Tristram music. is a spear named Bolg that Bolg that you'll be wanting. I've heard tell it's made. The Relic spear Bolg in such poor condition as to render it unfit for use. Oh, bugger me! Never in me wildest, strongest dreams did I imagine you'd actually find the bloody thing. Bah! So I'll have to fire up the forge after all. Having said that, the Relic's in far worse shape than I thought. It ain't like to survive much pounding in this state. Should be told I'll be worried about sneezing yet. We're gonna need a new host while we'll give itself the restoration. Bring me a champion's lance. One with 2 grade... one with 2 grade 3 savage aim materia melded to it. This will serve as the vessel for the restored relic. Remember, that's 2 grade 3 savage aim materia. All less and you'll get naught from me, no matter how many slips of paper you wave in me face. You wouldn't have damn champions lance, would you? Bert Gang. The Gang of Berts. Arendite. Is it not a Lancer's weapon? Oh, Liberator. Oh, that's actually better than the what I'm looking at right now. Champion's Lance. Ah. Okay, this is the weirdest way of saying it. It makes sense now. I was reading it as I needed 3 materia for it, but I needed 2 level 3 materia. Yes, yes. Apparently you get the material for it from... Remember the Trauma Queen dungeon? Yeah. From there. Magical fruit. Apparently, as part of doing this, you have to do Um, you have to go. Remember the stronghold we just ran through? I'm gonna have to go back there and kill off 24 beastmen, 8 of 3 different types. Okay, let us head this way. Ow. It's actually rather tempting to me to actually try and level carpeting. Carpenter. I'm just thinking, like, people have to go get this to complete the Relic quest. There's a market for it. You know? Yeah, there's clearly a bit of a market for it, and it goes for a lot. Though it's all admittedly high quality iterations. Even the lower quality ones still go for a fair chunk. So it's actually rather tempting. Oh, there's nothing for it, really. Ow, my wallet. Okay, now let's check out the materia. Should stack the materia by materia. I don't actually have Savage Aim 3. Savage Aim 1, 4, and 5. Two Savage Aim 3, yes. Wait. Yeah. Champion's Lance, 2 Savage Aim 3. Alright. Back to it. And while it's crying. May as well take advantage of the porters. chance to look at my phone. Just... sorry. Just getting distracted. There's a fair few steps to this quest. This is gonna be a long-running thing. Sorry, I'm getting scattered. Sorry, I was just took advantage of the porter there, so I could look at my phone. I was just curious, seeing if there's any of interest on Twitter. And now I'm just thinking, like, there's quite a few steps to this quest chain, so this is gonna go on for a little bit. You need to bring me a champion's lance, one with 2 grade 3 savage aim materia melted to it. This will serve as a vessel for the restored relic. I could hammer out one in me sleep, but then I could wipe your arse without much trouble, and I ain't planning on doing that neither. So it seems you'll just have to do both yourself, eh? Yes. Aye, 'tis a fine base you brought me. Aye, just the thing to host your relic. I assume he sewed his shirt. I've merged what was left of the relic with the host weapon, so the groundwork's done. But don't go jumping for joy just yet. There's more work to do. More to do. I need to work on the finishing touches, but due to the reinforcement work I've had to do, the weapon's proven rather stubborn to shape. To get around this, we'll need some alumina salts, substance made by grinding a rock called alumina into fine grains. And for you though, it ain't easy to get hold of. Mayhap you already noticed, but there's some beasties out there that devour their prey whole, and some of them swallow rocks as to aid with digestion. The Dorma Chimera, which terrorizes the central highlands of Cortus, happen to swallow alumina salts for this purpose. Slay the bugger and bring me the alumina salts, and I'll see to the finishing touches on your weapon. We are confronted via the duty finder. Upon examining the quest destination situated, the Weeping Saint there. Inspector Hatchet. Alright, inspect here. Relic Reborn. Just got yet another like on that tweet. It's ridiculous. There is many theories as the Dorma Chimera has heads, why the creature consumes Umna. Some say some say the uniquely fine Umna salts to be found in its capricious stomach are an accident of friction and heat. Others claim intent. Those such as Geralt, who forge anew the weapons of Eld, have a simpler question. Will you slay the fire-breathing enigma? Head back to Gardenia and send the guy off on another mission. And if this doesn't pop before I'm done, I'm gonna call quits. Again, my heart was really set on doing the other thing, but well, I'm quite possibly abandoning my mage Kurganok. So I see little reason to actually even bother, you know? Ah, it's down to 50 minutes on it. Nice. Got a fair few of those. That's good. Yeah, it's down to 50 minutes. It's a good improvement. Well, that didn't pop. As I wasn't expecting it to, but sometimes it surprises you. Sneaks up on you. I'm gonna call this here. I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this, folks, and I sincerely hope you join me again soon. If there's anything at all you'd like me to know, please let me know in the comment section below, but do keep in mind to the backlog. It is currently the 17th of the 9th, 2019. So, just keep that in mind. So, till then, folks, love and peace, baby.